How y'all doing out there? This is Pete. We're over at my place. I just had my guitar out. You know, I'm a guitar player guy. I don't know if you saw that video, guitar player guy, but yeah, we were playing the guitar and we had a lot of fun. But we're not here for guitars, people. What we are here for, though, is tattoos. And I would say that 99.9% of all the videos I make are factual, 100% truth. I don't make bullshit up. I don't jargon and rely on other people's stories to make my videos. I want to say hi to everybody out there. I can't read the comments. I'm way back here. My phone's up there. This is on my phone. But what we're talking about, let me get that put away. What we're going to talk about today, we're talking about tattoos. Now, what brings the subject up of tattoos? I'm going to tell you. I normally don't talk about tattoos. I don't even think I've ever made a video of tattoos. But today, I'm going to make one because me and Minnie, the body shop girl, we've kind of been stuck on watching reruns, or should I say highlight videos of Ink Masters on YouTube. Now, first of all, I'm going to go ahead and let everybody know Ink Masters is a reality TV show. 99.9% of anything that you see on a reality TV show is fake. So I'm going to let you know that right now. So if you ever watched Ink Masters and you're telling yourself, this is all real, everything going on here is real, I'm going to tell you right now, it's not. It's fake. For all the new viewers out there that don't know this, I have done reality TV shows. I did a show for Discovery Channel. I did a show for PBS. And I've also done a show for History Channel. Now, you can watch all those on YouTube if you want to. I think they're stupid. To me, they're embarrassing. It's not my friend Pete, okay? It's what they want me to be. The PBS one, you can't watch it because they never gave me any of the raw footage. But anyway, back to the tattoo thing. Now, there's a lot of people out there that want to get tattoos. They think tattoos are awesome, which is awesome. I got a lot of tattoos. Okay? I got a lot of tattoos. Listen to me close now. When I was younger. Now, I ain't got anything against anybody that got tattoos. Of course I don't. I love tattoos. There's a lot of tattoos that I got that I love. But I'm going to tell you right now, there's a lot of tattoos that I got that I wish I would have never got. I wish I would have never, ever got a lot of the tattoos that I have. We're going to talk about getting a tattoo and going through the procedure of getting more tattoos. And when I say that, I'm talking about possibly you might want to get a sleeve. Do you know what a sleeve is? For anybody out there that doesn't know what a sleeve, this is a sleeve, okay? This is what a sleeve looks like. This is a sleeve. I'm going to go ahead and try to do this. Hang on one second. I'm going to try to go like this. Okay, not that one. Hold on. That's a sleeve, people. Okay, what you're looking at here on my leg, that would be a lower leg calf sleeve, okay? All right, we're going to get back to that one in a minute. I'm going to try to give you some strong advice about getting tattoos. Because I'm going to tell you right now, getting tattoo is a lifetime commitment. So let's go ahead and begin. The first tattoo that I got, I'm going to go ahead and tell you a little history of my friend Pete and tattoos. The first tattoo I got was on my back right here. It was a Frank Vazetta picture, and I'm going to try to pull it up on the computer while I'm talking. It was a Frank Frazetta, which is a, what can we say, fantasy artist. Let's see if we can pull that up. Frank Frazetta. Okay, here we go. Hang on. Just hold on. Trust me, people. It's Frank Frazetta. I don't even know how to spell it. I don't even know if I can do it. Frank Frazetta. Live tree picture. Okay, I can't find it, people. Artist. Let's see. Okay, so it was a tree. It was a tree. Hang on. Let me try to get this because we're live here and I can't edit. Okay. Frank Frazetta. Yeah, we can't find him. Okay. Anyway, he's a fantasy artist. And he draws pictures of like Hobbit stuff and all this and crazy shit. Well, what it was a tree. How do you spell? Okay, here we go. I don't know what your name is, buddy. I can't read it, but yeah, we're going to try to get it again. I want everybody to see this picture because it's really important to tell you this. You can visualize it. Here it is. Okay. Let's see if I can pull it up. Because it's a real famous picture of Frank Frazetta. And what it is, while I'm looking for it, it's a tree. It's like a tree with limbs like this. And then there's a girl that's skinny dipping and she's going like this. Did you see what I just did? Like that. And the tree is alive. And it's like going to come down and get her. So that's basically what skinny dipping tree. Let's put that in. So that's basically the picture we're talking about. And I got that on my back. And I'm not going to be able to find the picture, people. But I'm going to show you a picture of Frank Frazetta art so you know what we're talking about here. Hang on, I think I might have found it. Hang on a second. No. Okay, I didn't find that picture, but I'm going to show you this picture right here. And this is basically the same girl, but it was kind of the same, but the tree was like surrounding her. So if you look at this picture here, that's kind of what the picture looked like. And then, of course, the tree was up and it coming around. That's a Frank Frazetta picture right there, people. Okay. We don't want to show too much of that. I might get slandered for putting rated X pictures on YouTube, and we don't want that. I actually made a video for another channel. Somebody turned me in because they claimed it was porno and all this, which it wasn't. Okay, you got the idea of the picture. I got that tattoo on my back here. When I got that tattoo, it was a guy doing tattoos out of his house. He was doing them in his kitchen. He had a homemade tattoo gun made out of a electric cassette motor, and a Bic pen. He took the ink and everything out of the Bic pen. He took a guitar string. I'm sorry, I don't have one to show you. Stuck it through, or actually, he didn't have a guitar string. He took this, some type of it was a guitar string, and on the end, he had a sewing needle on the end of it. And then after that, he connected that to the cassette player motor somehow. I don't know how he did it, but he made a tattoo gun out of that. Back in those days, you couldn't just get online and buy tattoo guns because they didn't have the internet and all that. And you had to have license and all this shit to own tattoo guns. So he made it. And then he had India ink. He took India ink and he used that. So he made the stencil and he put it on my back right here. Okay? And it's not, I'm going to tell you right now, it's not there no more. And when I saw the picture, he just did the outline of it. And I was going to go back in like 3 days and then he was going to shadow it all in. When I saw it in the mirror, I was like, oh my, I couldn't believe it. I was like, I couldn't believe that I did that. I just couldn't believe it. I went home. I finally went to sleep. Before I went to sleep, of course, he didn't wash it off that good. And when I got home, I took rubbing alcohol or peroxide, and I took a toilet bowl cleaner. You know what a toilet bowl cleaner is? Okay. And I wrapped a towel around it and taped it on there, and then I soaked it with peroxide. And I'm over here scrubbing my back with this shit. Okay? Burning like hell. I finally go to sleep, and I woke up the next morning. My back is killing me. I look in the mirror, and guess what was there? The ink had disappeared. The only thing that was there was a red line. You can see the red outline of it. It didn't leave a scar. It didn't do nothing. I thank my lucky stars, and I also thank God for that it was gone. So I went back to this guy, and I said, man, the tattoo didn't stay. And he's like, exactly, WTF. That's what he's saying. Well, and I already paid him money. I wanted my money back. I think I gave him $100. Well, back in the late 70s, $100, that's a lot of money, bitch. So he says, well, let's do another tattoo. I just drew this little picture up, and I can do that, and I guarantee it'll stay. Okay, what tattoo is it? Well, let me show you, because you're going to have to look really hard, and we're going to get to that in a minute. Do you see this guy right here? Do you see that like samurai warrior dude right here? That was the very first tattoo that my friend Pete got that actually stayed, and it's been there ever since. So that was back in the 70s. I would say 77, maybe. Okay? And that's what started my angle on tattooing. So now that we heard that little story, let's get on with the rest of the angle. You want to get a tattoo. I don't blame you. Tattoos are cool. They make you look tough. You're a badass when you're wearing a tattoo. People get intimidated when you're wearing tattoos. Mostly everywhere that I go, now this isn't just because of my tattoos, I'm 6'5". I got long hair, okay, I talk loud, I look rough. Most people think that either I just got out of prison, I'm either homeless or I don't work and I'm a thief, or I'm a drug addict, drug dealer, or possibly alcoholic, all in one. Because most people are going to judge the book by the cover. So when you see my tattoo work, you're looking at my tattoos thinking chicken scratch. It looks like he got all those in prison. You can't even tell what the pictures are. You can't even tell. Which is true. That's exactly true. My tattoos, the last tattoo that I got was probably 15 years ago. Maybe, I would say 10 years ago. When I got that last tattoo, I said no more. I ain't getting no more tattoos, forget it. This guy here just made, or this girl just made a good point. I'm going to tell you some situations now about tattooing that you need to think about before you get a tattoo. Before you get a tattoo, whoever you get that tattoo from, you need to investigate thick. You need to research the person doing the tattoo. You need to see portfolios of work that he did, not the shop that he works at. You need to, if possible, talk to people that has gotten tattoos to them. To answer everybody's questions out there, I only have tattoos on my arms and my lower legs. That's it. I don't have tattoos on my back. I don't have them on my chest. Of course, I don't have them on my neck. Never. I don't believe in that shit. And specifically, my freaking face. Okay? I am totally against that too. But if you want them on your face and that's what you want, then get it. I don't believe in it. The first thing that you need to do before you get a tattoo is you need to research who is going to do your tattoo. And don't just research one person, research 5, 6, 7, 10 people. Find somebody that has a reputation, a good reputation. The next thing you need to do is study and research the artwork that you want. Don't randomly go into a tattoo shop and say, I like this picture right here. That's what I want. The worst tattoos that you can ever get is the tattoo flash that you see hanging on walls. Because you got to look at it this way. If that picture's hanging on that wall and it's a tattoo flash, that means there's probably 12,000 other people in the world that have that tattoo. If you want to get a tattoo, get something unique to your style. Does everybody see the bulldog right here? Okay, there's a little cockroach. He's riding on top of my bulldog. That was the second tattoo that I got, the bulldog. I got that off Tattoo Flash. When I got the bulldog tattoo, I started seeing all these other people that had bulldog tattoos. Now, we're not talking this particular one, but we're talking about tattoo that was a bulldog. And then, once I started getting involved in getting tattoos, I started looking at all the Tattoo Flash. And then I started seeing all of the pictures of bulldogs, different shapes, forms, sizes, but it was Tattoo Flash. This tattoo right here, this wasn't the next one I got, but this one here, the guy that did this tattoo, hand drew that tattoo. I told him what I wanted. He said, let me draw some pictures up. This is what we came up with. It kind of got lost down in here, and this is another thing, and I'm going to get to that. It got lost down in here. This is kind of like a tribal situation right here. So I told him I wanted a skull head with a bullet hole in it, and the reason I got the bullet hole skull head is because when I was a little kid, my dad used to take us to the drive-ins, but he didn't take us to Disneyland drive-in movies. He took us to hardcore biker movies, hardcore westerns, Good, Bad, and the Ugly. And we're talking, little kids. And the reason I got that tattoo is because it reminded me of when I was a little kid and I used to go to the drive-ins. Now, if you look up here, that poster right there, where's it at? That one right there. That one is Born Losers. And in that movie, the head honcho biker, the one wearing the glasses, I don't know if you can see him up there, he's wearing white glasses. At the end of the movie, he got shot in the head. Right between the eyes. This is where he got, right here. That's where he got shot. So that's kind of a tattoo that would remind me of my childhood when we used to go to the drive-ins and see these hardcore movies that would give me and my brothers nightmares for 10 days. Exactly right. He got shot in the glasses. The glasses came off. Bam, bullets went in his eye. Okay. So this is a one-of-a-kind tattoo. And then, of course, I got this little tribal stuff here. I don't know if you can see that. It's kind of blacked in. Because tribal was popular then. And I didn't want to get big, giant tribal pieces on me. I just, okay. All right. So then we get about 4 or 5 years down the line. And now I'm picking this tattoo, and I want this tattoo. Oh, put this one here, and this one here, and that one there. And I'm not even realizing what I'm doing. I'm just trying to get sleeves. No! That's the wrong thing to do. The worst thing to do when you get a tattoos and you want sleeves is to randomly put that one there. Oh, I like that one. Put it here. Ooh, look at this one. Hey, can you do that one there? Oh, I want that little birdie right here. Oh, here, put that right here on my arm. And then what happens is you got all these tattoos that are just they're not even coinciding together. They're just random tattoos splashed all over you. And I'm sure you've seen this shit before. And now you got all these open spaces everywhere. Okay, now you got all these little open spaces that don't have nothing. So what are we going to do about that, my friend Pete? Now I got all these stupid, ugly tattoos, and this one means that. You come over here, oh, that one means this, and, you know, like, here's, you know, can you see this one? I don't even know if you can. Okay, let's get my phone here, and we'll kind of get it. Okay, that one there, I drew that picture. I drew that picture of that biker skeleton. And you can see him, he's riding a motorcycle head on. And I got this guy to give me this tattoo. But let me tell you something about that tattoo. The ink started fading out, and guess what I had to do? I had to get it colored in again. And that's another situation. When the ink starts fading out, you got to get it colored in again. Guess what happens? It turns into a big black blob. You lose all the detail in it. You don't know what's going on. And it's just a big black blob there. So now what we've done is we've researched our tattoo artist, and we know where we're going to go. We know that we're going to use this guy because he seems to be the best in town. He's a little bit pricey, but his prices match his reputation. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to research and we're going to ask questions, because guess what? You're the boss, not him. It's your body that you got to live with that tattoo the rest of your life, not his. If he starts getting testy with you or anxious, or he starts making you feel like you're belittled or you're intimidated by him, I'm going to tell you right now, walk away. Don't let him do the tattoo. Get up and leave. Because if he's already showing you an attitude that he's better than you are, you do not want him to give you a tattoo anyway. You have to be able to feel comfortable around the person that is taking a needle and putting it in your skin and putting a mark on your body for the rest of your life. The number one thing about getting the tattoo is the person that's going to give it to you. You got to have trust in him, and you got to make sure that he is an honest, reputational person. I don't know if you can see it or not. And look at all this. Do you see all this mess in here? Do you see that, people? Can you, there's nothing, I mean, it looks like a black blob. Am I correct? That tattoo right there, that's one tattoo. I got anxious. I want sleeves. I'm a biker dude. Believe it or not, my friend Pete used to be a biker. I was in the biker world. I had Harleys, I had Triumph choppers, I had it all. Me and my brother used to ride Bull Tacos, bitch. BSAs, Beezers, Nortons. I was there. I did all that. But I'm not anymore. So here I am randomly. Now, I'm not rich, of course. I, ain't got a lot of money. And I go over to this, we're driving around, and I don't even know who I was with, but they said, hey, I know a guy that's he's just opened a tattoo shop, and he's pretty good, and he's doing tattoos cheap, blah, blah. We go over there. It's like 11 o'clock at night. We get on our scooters. We hop over to this dude's place. And, I mean, it's just a little shop. There's like 2 little fucking rooms. He's got one. Somebody else is doing piercings, blood all over that room. I should have walked out when I looked at it. I should have walked out and said, bullshit, I ain't getting it. But this guy claimed that he was one of his best friends and he knew what he was doing. Well, he was basically trying to sell the guy to me so I'd give him $100 or whatever I paid for all this mess right here. And what this is, I'm going to go ahead and tell you, because you can't see it. It starts right there. Can you see that skull head? It's upside down. And it comes around here, and I think there's another skull head or a couple skulls up in here somewhere. But what it was flames and there was 2 or 3 skull heads in there with motorcycle helmets on. And I looked at it and I said, yeah, that's pretty cool. Now, of course, there's another thing. There's number 2. When a tattoo artist draws a picture for you, the picture's going to look badass. The question is, can he put that picture on your skin exactly like that picture looks? Am I making sense here, people? Trying to give you advice on getting tattoos. What's the number 1 thing? The tattoo artist itself. I screwed up many times. I was in a hurry. Impulse. Do you get it? I want a tattoo. Oh, this guy's only 100. Oh, hell yeah. $100, hell yeah, that's what I want. Don't ever go to somebody that's going to give you a cheap price. When it comes to the tattoo world, I'm going to tell you right now, you get what you pay for. Bottom line. If you pay $100 to get a tattoo this big, where's it at? From right here, okay, down to here, that's a big tattoo. That's the whole back. If you get it, you're going to get $100 worth, and that's it. To do that tattoo professionally, to make it look like it was, should have been about $500-$700. And it should have been 2 sessions, not 1. Remember that. So, we learned that the tattoo artist that you use is the most important aspect of getting a tattoo. The second thing we learned is the artwork that you want. If you look at my arms while I'm talking, it looks like black. You can't tell what's here. Unless I point stuff out, you don't know. You don't know what's here. It looks like black, blotchy, nothing. Because I did not take my time and, what can I say, lay out what I wanted. I got this tattoo here, this one here, this one here, this. That's the worst thing you can do. If your mind is set on getting a sleeve, you need to get with a tattoo artist, possibly the one that you picked. You need to get with the tattoo artist, and you need to have him draw you up. You tell him the design that you want, or the theme. That's it. What kind of theme do you want? And have him draw you up a whole sleeve. That means that from here to here is basically one giant tattoo. Because when you get a little tattoo here and a little one here, and you come over here and you get this right here, okay? You see that? This here? And then you get these right here that you don't even know what those are, but they're skull heads. All right? And then you get this skull head that you can't even see. It's a cowboy. And then you get this thing here that hurt like hell because it's right there in that part of your arm. And that's kind of a flying skull head. Now what you got is all these stupid little tattoos everywhere. You didn't think it out. You didn't do nothing, but you got in a hurry. So now you're looking at yourself and saying, man, I got this tattoo here and this one here and this one here, and I got all this. What am I going to do? Artist guy, I'll tell you what you're going to do. You're going to give me a lot of money, because what I'm going to do, I'm going to put filler. I'm going to fill all them empty spaces up for you. What do you want, Pete? I want flames on this side, water on this side. That's a cover-up, people, right there. That tattoo that you're looking at right there, that is a cover-up. That was a tattoo that I got when I was 16. It was a Chinese lady, and the ink faded out so bad I had to get a cover-up, so the guy puts a dragon on there, and you can kind of see how it comes around, okay? And that's a cover-up. That's what a cover-up looks like. It turns out to be a big, blotchy blob. Okay? Then I had him put skull head. I don't know, can you see the skull? There it is. there, and then he put another filler skull down here somewhere. So what I'm trying to say is, when you don't plan your execution, this is what happens, people. This is what happens. And you get to the age, like my friend Pete, and you tell yourself, I wish I would have never got tattoos. The ink is faded out. They look like black blotches. I had them put water in this. All the filler on this was supposed to be water. All right, this was all blue in here. It's all faded out. I got a fish. Where's that? There it is. You see that koi fish? Where's it at? Well, there's a fish there somewhere. There it is. All right, there's a fish in there somewhere. I had that thing colored in 5 times because my skin wouldn't hold the orange ink. I'm going to put my leg up here. I want to show you this. Do you see the flame work on this, people? It looks like I never had that colored in, am I right? Oh, it was colored in. That was all colored in. And it was colored in with orange, yellow, and red. But you know what happened? The ink faded out. That brings us to part number 3. Part number 3 is investigate what type of ink is this artist using. We're in the computer age here, people. This isn't 1976 anymore. You can get on the computer right here, okay, and you can put in tattoo ink, and I'm going to show you this. All right? And I put in high quality TAT, and the first thing that comes up is tattoo ink. And I want to show you, look at what comes up here. Do you see all this? Look at, for a 25 color tattoo ink set, he wants $236. All right? Here's one, a tattoo set for $115. But which one's the best? I want my ink to last forever. I don't want it to fade out like my friend Pete's bullshit. I don't want it to fade out in 3 or 4 years. Now I'm getting confused. I don't know if I want to get a tattoo. The tattoo artist might be using the $62 shit. Look at this. Millennial Mom's tattoo ink, 14 colors for $62. Now, how many people out there want to get a tattoo with $62 ink versus this one right here that says $236? Do you see what I'm trying to say, people? This is the most important thing that you will ever investigate on getting a tattoo. What kind of ink is this guy using? You know, I think I'm wasting my time here. I don't think that people really understand the situation. Because when you get a tattoo, you're stuck with it for life, okay? This isn't a party here. This isn't something you say, I got $50, I'm gonna go get a tattoo. You have got to make sure that the tattoo artist you are working with is very, very upstanding and has reliable situations. And you got to make sure that he is using a top quality, top-notch ink. You get what you pay for when you get a tattoo. I showed you my leg. All the ink in my leg faded out on the flames. Every single bit of it within 2 years. I had this thing, and I think it's starting to fade out again. This koi fish, you can see it's not even colored in. It's going away. The only reason it's not gone all the way is because it's right here, see? It's hidden, okay? It's very important that what you do about getting a tattoo is something that you will understand. It's a lifetime commitment. And you have to sit down and you have to build whatever you see in your head. Build it up to what you want. Don't just get chicken scratch, okay? Because this is what it'll look like. When I'm standing back here, look at my arms, people. Look at them. You can't even see what's going on here. You don't even know. And another thing I'm going to go ahead and tell you, I put a lot of lotion on my hands before I came in here to film this video. And the reason I did that is because I have dry skin. Living out here in Moab, Utah with the wind blowing 900 miles an hour in dry, no humidity, dry weather, dries my skin out even worse. So I put a shitload of lotion on my arms before I made this video. If I wouldn't have done that, you would have never even seen what's going on here. I know that whoever you're with, you love honestly and dearly to your heart's content. You got it, buddy. Sandblasted skin. I know that you love, and another thing people get is they get names of people on their skin. The ones they love. Now, I got a couple tattoos, and this one right here, I'm going to show them to you upside down. I should have got them turned around the other way, so when I went like that. But if you look right here, where's he at? Okay, that little character right there, that's a picture of my son's imaginary friend when he was a little elementary kid. His name was Petron. He used to draw cartoons, his own cartoons, and then he'd have a whole comic book of his characters, and that was the main one. His name was Petron. And then I had him draw a picture of my daughter right here. Okay, so that's the little character of my daughter. Now she's jumping out of the water, and my son is jumping out of the water. And then, of course, my daughter was a basketball player, so that's a basketball skull. All right, so I got tattoos on that mean something to me. It's not just all chicken scratch like what you're looking at. You know, we got born losers over here, okay? You understand what I'm saying? And then, you know, I got other shit on me that means a lot to me as well. All right, I got my son's name over here. Look, this is chicken scratch. Okay, I got my daughter's name. You can't even see it. I'm going to try to point to it right here. And her nickname is on my arm. It says Pookie. And then, of course, there's roses around it and bullshit. But then, right above that, right above it right here, this little tattoo, this says PJ, my son's name on it right here. But the thing is, I didn't plan all this out. I just did it as I was going. That's wrong, people. When you get a tattoo on that type of condition, you're fucking up. You're screwing yourself in the ass. I love my tattoos, don't get me wrong. I'm glad I got my tattoos. But I should have went about it another way. Now, there was one guy that did a lot of my tattoos. And he also did a lot for many. Because we trusted him. He was a good tattoo artist. But the thing that you got to remember, folks, about getting tattoos, and this video is getting very long, but it's very important to understand, is you got to know what kind of ink this guy is using to put that tattoo on your arm. You got to make sure that this guy has an honest, upstanding reputation. And if you can do anything else, check out and research tattoo equipment and see if he's using high quality equipment. Because that's another thing that will give you a bad tattoo, is if he has a cheap, inexpensive tattoo gun set. Remember when I was telling you about this tattoo back here? Well, one of the reasons the ink didn't stay in it is because he was using a cheap, inexpensive, bullshit homemade tattoo gun. Now, I'm glad the ink didn't stay there. I'm glad about all that. But that's just an example that you got to have a high-quality tattoo artist do your work. Always remember one thing about getting tattoos. You get what you pay for. I was going to tell you about filler. What filler is when you get a tattoo like I did, okay, you got all these empty spots and spaces. And I think here's, like, see right here, this empty skin. And then you can see where he put water down in here. But what you got is empty. So you try to figure yourself out, should I leave it like that? Or should I put filler in there? So you go ahead and get the filler, and then this is what you got right here, see? You can see the outline of the flames. All right, if you look real close, you can see, but all the ink's gone. I don't have any orange. You can see where it's all fading out down here. Do you see that there, people? That used to be orange, red, and yellow. And it's all faded out. It's all faded out. And I'm not going to get it colored in again for two reasons. All right, I'm not going to get it colored in again because, first of all, I ain't getting no more tattoos. I'm done. I'm 60 years old. It's over. Bam. Another reason is because if I did get it, it's just going to fade out again. Because do you see what I'm wearing here, people? I'm wearing tank tops. I'm out here in the desert. It's 120 degrees out. I'm getting sunburned. I'm getting sun on my skin. My tattoos are going to fade out anyway. And that's something else that leads into this situation. If you want your tattoos to stay bright and colorful, you can't get in the sun. You can't wear tank tops. You can't go outside and enjoy life when it's 120 degrees because that sun is going to burn that ink and fade it out. Do you see this tattoo right here? You don't even know what that is. That tattoo, I got that tattoo. I had it for 3 months. The ink faded out. I had to go have it done again. 3-4 years later, the ink faded out. So I had it colored back in. And when you get them colored in, this is what happens. It's black, it's blotchy, and it's ugly. But I got to live with it. When you get tattoos, there's a lot of, what can we say, stuff that you got to give up. You can't go swimming all the time in a swimming pool because the chlorine will eat the ink. If you're a swimmer, forget it. The only swimming you're going to do is in the Colorado River. You can't go to the beach and hang out unless you're wearing a shirt that covers your arms because your ink's going to fade out. It's all about the ink fading out, see? And believe me, sooner or later, even if you stay out of the sun, the ink's going to fade out. Don't ever get a tattoo and have people tell you, well, we're not going to use an outline. When you get a tattoo that has, it's just color only, no outlines, the tattoo will fade out even worse and quicker because the outline is what makes those colors super bright. When it has an outline on the color, you see what I'm saying? It sticks out more. So don't ever get a tattoo that's just color only. This is Pete, my friend Pete, your friend Pete, talking tattoos here. And I'm telling you, all these bullshit videos you see on YouTube about all these people that are telling you all about tattoos, most of them, I'd say 75-80% are bullshit. They're making these videos for you to watch so they can get clickbait action on them. They're doing these videos so they can make AdSense. There's a guy out there called Fluffy. What's up? What's up, man? This motherfucker probably ain't never had a job in his life. He makes these videos, tattoo videos, and he's telling you how stupid and ugly they are. And they're actually pretty popular, but he's using other people's artwork and other people's pictures to make his videos. He's a piece of shit. I'm going to tell you right now, if you get a tattoo, you better think it over real hard because you got it for life. And a lot of you young people out there that might be watching this are thinking, you're full of shit. I don't care. I'm getting a tattoo. Well, you better think about this. If you don't die at a young age, you're going to be stuck with that tattoo when you're an old fucking guy like me. We'll see you later. Take it easy. And for anybody that sees my hands and doesn't know what it means, That's my wedding ring, bitch, right there. That's it. I'm stuck for life with Minnie the Body Shop Girl. I've actually had these colored in twice. All right, these have been colored in twice. They won't be getting colored in again. We got to go. Take it easy, and if you're getting a tattoo, think real hard about what you're going to get, and research the person that you're getting it from, and research the ink that he is using, and research the quality of the tattoo machines he is going to use on your skin. One more thing I want to tell you, one more thing. You can get hepatitis from getting a tattoo. You can get AIDS from getting a tattoo. You can get tons and tons and tons of diseases from getting tattoos. Think about that when you walk into that tattoo shop and you didn't do your research. Because if you get hepatitis from Mr. Clown Act that gave you a tattoo with a piece of shit tattoo gun and bullshit ink, you're screwed for life. We'll see you later. I gotta go. Tattoos. Yeah, you got the message.